Hello, everybody. It is Mariah with Skies Travel, and today I will be going over how to maximize your paid time off. That way, you can get even more time to take your vacations. And so, since we are pretty much through with the month of January, I will be starting with going over things for the month of February. And so, even though Valentine's Day isn't a public holiday, Monday, February 17th, just 3 days after Valentine's Day, it's President's Day. And so, why not take Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day, and take that as part of your PTO and be able to extend your trip through Monday as a nice long weekend and be able to celebrate you and your honey. And so with having this extra time, you can travel domestically, be able to go to some of your favorite spots here in the country, or honestly, even though it's not a huge amount of time, 4 days is definitely enough time to be able to book a trip out to Europe. And honestly, February is a wonderful time to go out to Europe because the weather is just beautiful out there this time of year. And so you could maybe take a trip out to Paris or Rome for your Valentine's Day festivities and be able to celebrate in a very romantic place. And so we will be going over March next. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like, based on my information, I actually don't have anything for March or April, but you may be able to have a lot more time in May. And so, while you may not have ventured too far from home in March or April, May presents an ideal opportunity to plan your next adventure. So, with Memorial Day falling on Monday the 26th and summer on the horizon, it's the perfect moment to secure a 4-day weekend getaway. Consider exploring destinations like Mexico or other international locations, such as, I would say, maybe Puerto Rico, maybe take a cruise somewhere, or find somewhere new that you haven't been before and go on an adventure. Be able to see if maybe Iceland or Greenland, and exploring something that's completely different, and you've got glaciers and different things like that. Be able to see something definitely very, very different. Because realistically, thinking about the United States during that time, summer is a very popular time to be getting out and about with your family and different things like that. And so different areas like California and Florida and even probably New York are going to be very, very crowded during those times because a lot more people within the country will have some more time. And so, going further, I know that some places will also allow their employees to have Juneteenth off, and so you can take that as another opportunity to give yourself a long weekend, and then you can also take Friday, June 20th off so that you've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to go wherever you'd like. And so, being that weather's going to be starting to heat up, maybe go somewhere that's a little bit cooler. Maybe try Banff, Canada, where mountain lakes are starting to fully unthaw thaw out, and summer is just around the corner. It would be absolutely beautiful to take advantage of that opportunity. And so, realistically, you've got a good handful of PTO days left, and so let's go into July. With this year, 4th of July lands on a Friday, and so you would most likely want to take Thursday the 3rd off. That way you can have another Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4-day weekend. And what you could do to celebrate the 4th of July, do something maybe a little bit patriotic. Go to some of our country's national parks. explore different things that showcase American history. Maybe go out to Gettysburg, go see the Liberty Bell, different fun things like that. Or even be able to go to Mount Rushmore, go to Yosemite, all sorts of different landmarks of American history and American geographical beauty, and really just get to enjoy what our country has to offer. And so, getting through to potentially some of your last PTO days, you're getting to just a few left, because typically people will get 14 days of PTO, potentially less. For those of you who have more PTO, consider yourselves blessed. I hope you very much enjoy it. But since we don't have a minimum PTO requirement here in the United States, we want to be able to take advantage of the time that you do have. And so let's go ahead and continue into September. And so Labor Day next year will be falling, or I guess this year, sorry. Labor Day this year will be falling on Monday, September 1st. And so you could take the following Tuesday off, get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and do another 4-day weekend. And being that the weather during this time is going to be a lot nicer, things are going to start cooling down, you maybe want to find somewhere cool to be able to see all of the leaves changing and different things like that. Maybe check out somewhere in New England and explore some different opportunities there. Try out some of the different local foods, as well as maybe go and support one of your favorite sports teams in that area. I know that there's a good bit of teams over in that area of the country, whether everybody likes them or not, but I think that it could be a really fun opportunity to just see some really beautiful scenery. And then kind of on that same line, if you are able to take some paid time off within March and April with some of those potentially extra days that you might have, I would definitely recommend going to Washington, D.C., go see the cherry blossoms, and maybe go to the Cherry Blossom Festival that they hold there. It is such an absolute beauty to see in its full entirety. Getting to see the cherry blossom trees in their fullest is such a unique experience, and I think that it's definitely something that everybody gets to, or that everybody should experience within their lifetime if you're a U.S. citizen or you even just live here. But, or even if you're visiting, realistically, take opportunities to see what we do have here in America. And so, let's go ahead and continue into October. And you're probably going to avoid taking a day from your annual leave bank, but instead you'll get to enjoy a 3-day weekend with Monday, October 13th off. And so maybe make a city trip, or head to Nashville for a weekend, or head to Dollywood and Pigeon Forge and explore the Smoky Mountains. Do something like a staycation. For me, I'm a little bit closer to the Midwest. Maybe I'll go to Omaha, go visit the zoo there because it's very popular. Be able to explore some different fun things around there. Or with the Kansas City Chiefs being a absolutely incredible football team right now, maybe go check out some of the different things if I'm not able to make it to a game, because Lord knows they are expensive. But realistically, get to learn about different new cities and what makes them unique. I think that it would be really cool to even just spread some love to your local community and do a staycation. And so we're going to continue on into November. And then with November, Veterans Day is a public holiday on Tuesday, November 11th. And so I'm going to yet again encourage you to take a 4-day weekend. And so this could be some time before you get to the Christmas season that's about to kick off and be able to experience some different things before the holidays make things a little bit crazier. I know that during this time frame is when the the Rockefeller Christmas tree typically goes up not too long after this, or if you're just wanting to see some different areas dressed up for Christmas before it actually gets to that point, you could definitely see all of the different sites within New York. You could go to any theme parks around the globe, really, to be able to see some of those different seasonal opportunities and different things like that. And so after November, we're going to go ahead and, or I guess not after November, after the first part of November, you can take even more time off with the later half, because with Thanksgiving being on the last Thursday in November, you could also take Friday, November 28th off and extend your vacation through the weekend, grabbing another 4-day trip. And like I was saying, this would be a perfect opportunity to go ahead and hit up New York, be able to see the Rockefeller Christmas tree lighting ceremony in person. I have been fortunate enough to have the experience to be there the day of, and it is truly such a magical experience to see kind of the heart of Christmas in different areas light up again. And so you've got potentially a couple days left with your PTO, so let's go ahead and use those last ones. And so with December, you are most likely going to go ahead and take Friday off because Christmas Day falls on a Thursday this year. And so that way you can go ahead and get a nice 4-day weekend with your family to be able to relax, get in your fun Christmas festivities, be able to eat all the food that you want, be able to be merry with your family. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, this could still be a really great opportunity for you to spend that time with your family, spend that time with friends, and be able to take potentially a needed break that you can kind of have for the end of the year and just be able to hopefully go into 2026 on a good foot. And so I think that with all of these different opportunities, you can definitely get some really great 4-day weekend trips in throughout the year if you only have around 14 days of paid time off. If you've got more than this, like I said, you're way more flexible to be able to use that to your advantage and be able to take even more time off. And even if you'd like, you can add more days to the different opportunities and different time frames that I discussed today, and be able to make those long weekends even longer and be able to enjoy your vacations and maybe some fun destination places even longer. And so if you're looking for some opportunities with going to Spain, going to Rome, going to Paris, going anywhere in the United States, feel free to let us know. We are happy to help you, skiestravel.com, and feel free to tell your representative that Mariah has sent you, and you can use Mariah30 when you are chatting with them. And so if you guys have any other questions and you come across this video, feel free to shoot me an email. I am able to be contacted at mariah@skiestravel.com. And I would be more than happy to help with anything you guys are needing. And so if you've maybe got a wedding coming up this year and you want to be able to figure out what you want to do for your honeymoon and different things like that, let us know. Let us help you take advantage of these different paid time off time frames that you can use to your benefit. That way you can still definitely enjoy your time with your new spouse, and you can be able to just not worry about how much time you're taking off from work. You can just relax, have a good time, be newlyweds, and if there are any other fun life instances that give you the opportunity to get out and travel this year, we would love to help you do so. Again, feel free to hit us up at skiestravel.com, and we hope to talk to you more soon.